Morning Nesters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you a charity sale haul. This was a rummage sale I went to at a local place here, and it's at a Kiwanis group. They were doing a fundraiser to make a playground for children here locally. So I was happy to, give them some money for their cause, and those are definitely my favorite sales to go to, any kind of charity sale like that. It makes me feel better, right, to give to charity. So I was able to pick up quite a few things there. So I went to the same sale last year, and they had it out in this, it's like a community college, I guess, parking lot. It was this huge parking lot. And I saw that they listed it was rain or shine this year, and of course when I woke up in the morning it was downpouring, absolutely downpouring. So I had planned originally to go there, get there about an hour early, because I thought, they were setting up outside, I'd be there and I could, look before they were technically open and stuff, as us, hardcore yard sellers do. So I was discouraged by the rain, and I ended up going to the church rummage sale instead first, because it was indoors. I figured they were actually opening up at 8, and this sale wasn't supposed to open until 9, so I was like, okay, well, I'll give them some time and, respect their time frame a little bit more and go to that, church sale since it was indoors. I was thinking they might have been doing tents or something, because I didn't know they had access to the inside of the building. But when I got there, it was inside, it was around the back and kind of like the garage part, I guess, of the school. I didn't know they had that there. But yeah, I was happy that it was indoors for one, and the rain kind of let up a bit. But the first thing I saw when I walked in was a butterfly Corelle, right? And they had this tag here, $4 for this set. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that is awesome. Of course I'm going to take that. So I didn't even bother putting this in my bag. I brought in 2 bags, and so I just grabbed this and brought it up and said, can you hold this for me? Because obviously it was too heavy to lug around. That is one thing that's very difficult about shopping these rummage sales and yard sales, right, is you have to physically carry this all around. And then now I'm trying to take you guys along with me because you guys enjoy it so much. So I'm like filming with one hand, right, and I have my bag on this shoulder, and I'm trying to hold all this stuff in my bag as it gets heavier and heavier, and I'm trying to, reach and get more stuff and whatever. It's quite difficult, let me tell you. But I do it for you guys. I know you like it, so we'll do it. And yeah, so I was super stoked to get this. $4 for the set, and there were, I counted them, 22 pieces here total. At Goodwill, you're gonna pay a minimum $1 a piece. So this is easily at least a $22 set at Goodwill, but they would have charged way more than that. I know they would have. But I was super happy to get that. We got one Corning mug like this, and then this one, is this Corning or Pyrex? It feels like Pyrex. I guess this is Corning. Oh, it's on a mug, that's why. It's a sugar bowl. I believe that should have a lid to it. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I have. No, I don't have that yet. I do have the, I guess you would call it the creamer, right? I thought it was gravy at first, but I think that's actually the creamer. Yeah, so I got a set now. Sweet. Well, sort of, because this one is actually Pyrex, and then this one's Corning, so I don't think they quite go together, but yet they kind of do, right? So that's kind of neat. And I'll stop playing with my stuff. They had these smaller bowl, just one of these. These are, I believe they call them berry bowls there. And then they had 4 of the cereal bowls. Some more of these bread and butter plates. They have the salad plates and the dinner plates. So overall is a nice combination of items there, and super great score. So this was one of the first items I found there. I might have even saw it before the Corelle, but I skipped by it at first. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it, but then I had gone back to give them something else, and I was like, you know what, I kind of like it, so I'm gonna get it. I thought it'd be a nice useful trivet for somebody. I will resell it, and they were asking $1 for it, but like I said, I think I said I paid $17 for everything. Some of this was priced, some wasn't, and what happened was the stuff I had in my bag, like I was carrying the bigger items up because I just couldn't possibly carry it all around in foam, but the stuff I had in my bag was a lot of the smaller stuff, and she had kind of priced the other stuff, and she just kind of looked in my bag. I started trying to take it out, and she's like, oh, it's okay. She's like, how about just 17 for all of it? So I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I would say it's probably maybe like $25 worth of items here. So it was a, you know, a nice discount, but you know, I got a fair enough price on it, I think. So yeah, I got this. I'm gonna resell that. I thought these SeaWorld glasses were kind of interesting. I like that they had the whales on the back of them, and they are Libby. So another interesting thing about it, I don't know the age of them or how much they're worth or anything like that, but I figured I would go ahead and, you know, take a chance on them. Like I said, it was a charity yard sale, so I tend to grab more things there because I want to support the cause, right? So I got those. And then I found this nice set of Anchor Hawking salt and pepper shakers with the silver rim on it, lids. And I thought they were pretty nice. They had them marked 50 cents there. And they have that kind of quilted, I don't know, would you call it like a quilted design on it? They are labeled Anchor Hawking on the bottom, but they have the anchor. And you know, the tops are in good used vintage condition. I do plan to resell these. They're not chipped, which is nice. But, you know, I typically, when you see the metal, I'm not sure what kind of metal this is. Is it tin? Silver? I don't know what they make this out of. But, you know, they're typically a little beat up. They'll have some dents in them and have a little bit of discoloration. So I don't know. I just thought they were nice anyways, and the price was right. So I figured I'd take a chance on them. I'll probably try them in my booth and we'll see how they do. So I like to collect a lot of things. I do consider myself kind of a maximalist, and I just really enjoy, you know, a lot of different things. I have a very artsy kind of mind. So one of the things I do like to pick up is cross-stitch pieces. I have a bit of a gallery wall going on. Up here is where most of them are. You know, you can't really see them that well. But this one here I thought was really nice. It says the best is yet to come, and it just has this little rocking chair here, and I just thought it was really nicely done. They had it marked $2, and it's in this nice wooden frame. I think I'm going to take the glass out of it. I do have one up here that's a deer that has glass in it, and I hate the way glass looks, honestly. When the light reflects it, it's hard to really enjoy the piece. So I'll likely take the glass out of this, and I really need to get to that project and take the glass out of that one because it just annoys me so much, right? But yeah, I was happy to get that as well. They also had this really nice cross-stitch kit here, and I like the ones that come with a frame. They seem a little bit more interesting to me. It has this nice wooden heart frame here. Now it was open, so I hope everything is in there. They put it in a, you know, Ziploc bag here, but it appears like the pattern and the embroidery thread is all in there, and you guys get a close-up of what it's supposed to be. It's this little bird in a nest. I thought it was super cute, and they had it marked 50 cents, but you know, I probably essentially got it free with my other discount there when she, you know, wrapped everything up for me at the end there. Let's see, what else did I get? I guess we'll go with this raccoon family here. I thought this was pretty cute. And it's just a nice little hand-painted ceramic piece. I see these a lot. I don't know if this is popular, a popular thing in your thrift stores and yard sales in your area, but I see these all the time. I feel like it was everyone in Maine's favorite pastime in the like 70s. So yeah, I definitely think this is from the 1970s, and I will put this up on my Etsy shop. I'm sure there's a raccoon fan out there, so we'll see how it does, but I thought it was really cute anyways, and yeah, I'm not sure exactly the price. They didn't have it marked on it, but like I said, $17 for everything. So I decided to get this planter here. They had it in this package. It appeared to be brand new, and I just thought it was kind of nice, and it was kind of interesting on the back. It kind of has like a brick detailing on the back, something you would see probably in the French country style. And I mean, it's modern, it's made in China, right? By AAA imports. I don't know what that is, but it has a cute little ladybug there too. I just thought it'd make a nice little planter for someone, and this is gonna be a booth item. They did have a decent amount of Christmas items there. There was a box of ornaments that I looked through. I think they had them marked, was it 25 cents a piece, or 4 or 5 for $1? Something like that. So I pawed through them, and what I found in there, these were kind of the two extra I got because it was going to be the same price anyways. So I did go ahead and decide to get those. There's this really nice blue, and they have this nice frosted kind of trees going around it, so I decided to grab those. So also inside that box, they had these really neat metal ones here, metal ornaments, and I actually have some, you know, in similar style that I put up on my tree each year. This one was kind of interesting to me because it's Norman Rockwell, which I'm a huge fan of Norman Rockwell things. I actually have a picture up here, which again you can't see, but it's a Norman Rockwell one, and this one says it's put out in 1982, and then I was, you know, surprised to see it has a McDonald's, you know, the golden arches is down on the bottom, so apparently McDonald's used to put out Christmas ornaments at one point. I did not know that. 1982 is before I was born, so I guess I wouldn't know that, right? But let me know if you guys remember if McDonald's ever put out Christmas ornaments. I thought that was really interesting. And then they had this other metal one here. It is a manger scene, and it has that, what would you call it, like iridescent or whatnot effect there. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I got that, and this one here is mainly, is this the one I got there? I got a few more ornaments. I can't remember. I think this was in there. That's 1, 2, okay, so I think this is the other one that was in that box. And I just thought this was a nice little piece. It's made in China, but I really liked the little house, and it had the Christmas colors on it, so I thought that was cute as well. So I, you know, essentially paid $1 for those, I guess. And then I did see this Santa guy. He was, I think he was up towards the front, so he was actually away from the Christmas stuff, but he's a solid Santa. He's a big guy here, right? And I just really liked how round he was, and that is way too heavy to put up on my tree, but I probably would just use him on a like vignette or something. I really thought he was nice anyway, so I got him. And then they had another table when you went around with more Christmas stuff. This table was confusing to me because they had a sign on the table itself. It said, you know, all items on this table 25 cents, right? But there was a bunch of items on the table that were, you know, there's a bunch of Christmas ornaments in a bag that was like $1 on the bag, but the bag was opened. And then there was like lots of other things that had different prices on it. So I don't know if just they were just saying, you know, 25 cents, like, you know, have at it or what. So I just kind of took it as that way. So I looked through the Christmas ornament bag that had $1 on it, but like I said, it was actually ripped open. So I looked in it and I found a few things I wanted. So I just figured I'd pay 25 cents a piece for these, right? So someone else could buy the bag for $1. There was plenty left in there if they wanted it, or the 25-cent price that was on the table that it was on. But this was on there. Actually, I don't think this was in the bag. This was just sitting on the table. But I thought this was really cute, super vintage, and I don't know any make or anything on that, but I like stuff like that, so I picked that up. And then mainly the reason why I went through the bag is I saw this ornament here. I really like this. It has a Santa on it, and then a fireplace and a little snowman, and I like handmade ornaments. That's mainly how I decorate my Christmas tree, is with either handmade ornaments. I have little globe, you know, globes about this size. I have lots of those on my tree, and vintage ornaments, something, you know, like this. So that's a hodgepodge of things I put on my tree. It's about that style. I could not get this, guys. I have so many trolls in my life these days, right? So I'd had to get him. It's just too funny. And it's a troll anyways. I think trolls are kind of cool. These kind of trolls, not the mean ones. And yeah, so I got him anyways. He was in the bag. And then another Christmas item I got, it was kind of beside that table. They had $3 marked on it, and I just thought it was really interesting. It's a nice little handmade piece here, and when you go around it, it does say Noel, but they like skip a square every time, so it's kind of weird, but I like it anyways. And yeah, I just think it's really nice. There's lots of great detailing on it, and I potentially might hang on to this. I might resell it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I just thought it was too cool of a piece to leave behind, right? So I was going to get that for sure. So this is something my husband actually grabbed off the table for me, and I actually do like it. It's definitely more my style of jewelry. I don't like the fine, fancy jewelry. I'm more of a costume jewelry kind of person, and you know, like a bohemian kind of style. So that's definitely my style, and so he got me that, I guess. Oh, so I did find one more Christmas item that I picked up. It is this wooden box here. Tea originally came in it. They had it marked 75 cents, but I really liked that it was a wooden box and had Santa on it, right? I'm not sure what I'm gonna end up using it for, but you know, I might just essentially end up using it as a storage box for Christmas ornaments. But yeah, I thought that was nice to get anyways, so I got that. They had a few different types of games there, and I get nervous about picking up used games, right? Most of them were marked $2. This one was marked 50 cents, so I figured I'd take a chance on it for 50 cents, and I never had heard of this before. Rummy Cube? I'm not really sure what it is, but I always like board games, and it's just something fun. I figured me and my husband could try it out and see, you know, learn a new game or something, just something to do. And yeah, so 50 cents. I did open it up, and it looked like most of the pieces were there as far as I could tell. I think this was from either the 1970s or 80s. I can't remember where it was on the box. 1980 exactly, this came out. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure out how to play this, and hopefully all the pieces are there. So we picked up a couple of Cabella hats there. They had them marked $1 a piece. I think my husband's just gonna hang on to these. He wears, you know, hats. So we got this one here. He liked this one, and this one was the main one he was gonna get. It has some camouflage on the bottom there. These appear to be brand new. They don't really look worn at all. And then I decided to just go ahead and get this one. I might actually just end up wearing this. I almost always wear baseball caps like this during yard sale season to keep the sun off of me, the hair out of my face and whatnot. I mean business. I gotta get to work. So I can't be messing around with my hair in the sun. So yeah, I probably will just keep this for me as well. It's a little bit more girly than the other one, right? And yeah, so I got that for me. I know y'all have been probably staring at this pig this whole time, right? And being like, oh, what's that? Why did you get that? I don't know what it was about this, but I could not leave it behind. It was so adorable. I don't know if they had a price on it. I want to say they had $1 on it, but I don't see a tag now. But this is a handmade piggy bank, right? Literally a piggy bank. And so the legs are toilet paper rolls. This has like a plastic bottle. There is a coin or something inside of there. They made a little plug for it, or put a plug in it there, and it does have the slit on the top there and the little curly tail. I just thought it was the cutest thing, and it looks like someone made it that wrote, what do they write? Daddy and Mommy. I can't quite read it, but I think someone made it for their parents, and that makes me really sad that their parents got rid of it. But it's super cute, and whoever made this, I really appreciate it. I love it. I think it's cute, and I like folky art kind of stuff like this. I will probably just put it in my kids' room and let them use it as a piggy bank. I think they'll treasure it as well. It's super fun, and I could not leave that behind. Do you guys think I'm crazy for getting this? So my kids surprisingly didn't really pick up anything there. I don't think they even had toys or kid things there, come to think of it. Did they? I don't think they had much if they did. My husband was watching the boys when I was filming and looking around, and both of my kids, for whatever reason, they like putting on necklaces. So they think it's the funnest thing. They just play with them. So he saw this. I think my baby actually grabbed it and he was playing with it. So we got that for him to play with. And yes, they're girly. I had someone comment on my last video, one of my last videos, where I went in the store with my 3-year-old, and there was like a minivan thing there, like a camper, and I pointed it out. I was like, oh, look at the cool car. I didn't really know what it was, and then my son had opened it, and he started pulling out the toys. It was full of toys, and I could see they were girl toys, and I had commented to him like, oh, I think those are girl toys. Somebody got mad at me because I said, you know, those are girl toys. Well, my son doesn't really play with girl toys. I don't necessarily mind if he plays with girl toys. I'm not going to, you know, encourage girly dress up for sure. That's something, you know, I'm not that into. Necklaces, that doesn't bother me, but he's not gonna be putting on skirts and makeup, let me tell you that. But yeah, I don't have a problem with playing with baby dolls or anything like that. I didn't want him taking everything out of the van, making a mess. I would have had to put it all back in, you know. We only have so much time as well. These aren't our toys, so, you know, we shouldn't be taking all this stuff out anyways. But yeah, someone was mad at me for, you know, telling him that was a girl toy, so, I mean, it is what it is. It's my kid, and I know my kid, right? So, I mean, parenting advice from the sidelines, I guess. And then we got this last thing is super cool, right? I actually have one of these. It's one of these mid-century teardrop shelves. I think they're mid-century anyways. I know people that like mid-century, I'm just gonna do this. Mid-century furniture like to use these a lot. So this didn't have a price on it. So, I mean, essentially, I think these probably sell for quite a bit of money. So essentially paying 17 bucks for everything, this probably would have been like 20 bucks at least, right? So I was pretty happy to get this. I think I shared everything. It was quite a bit of stuff. I didn't share everything. There's a bag of books down here. So what I'm gonna do, there was a bag of books. A lot of them are vintage and they had $5 on them. So I think I'm gonna share that in a different video because this is running pretty long. So I'll do that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you wanna see the books I picked up, check out the next video. And then I also went to a couple yard sales after that. So make sure you're subscribed if you're interested in seeing any of that stuff. And I will have another Goodwill thrift along with me coming up this week as well. So we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.